Hi guys, we are live. Thank you so much for joining us. I am here with Case Discussion, and Lee is he's trying to call me right in the middle of the stream. It's awesome. I am having some technical difficulties, but we are going to be sharing what seems to be our FBI update on Brian Laundrie. How are you, Case?
I'm great, honey. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate it. I know you've been busy.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, no, girl. It's no problem at all. No problem at all.
News Nation now, where you be? So I'm struggling to find you, friends. Has it started? Is it over already?
I think it's over already, but it's okay.
Yeah, I figure.
It's all right.
That would be my luck right now. I'm so sorry, you guys. I will replay it. I'm looking for it now.
Yes.
Professor. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's see here. Live place search. Nope, that's.
Hey, everybody in chat coming in. How are y'all? Hey, Mo.
Hey, guys. Mo, thank you for coming over here. I know it's over. Thanks, I'm trying.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Son, there we go. I forgot to turn off my voice on.
All right. Well, I'm just going to wait till LFT comes on at this point, and we will just start it then. It's fine.
Okay.
As we all know, Brian Laundrie has been missing for over a month now, and it is rumored that they found his remains. Now, we don't know if it's him or not, so we don't want to speculate too much, but I mean, I think we can speculate a little if the FBI is coming out and saying something already. What are your thoughts on that case?
I think so too. If the FBI is coming out already and saying something, I have questions though. But anyway, we'll get to those, I'm sure. But I have questions.
You and me both. You and me both, girl.
They're just like just oozing out.
The more I sit here, the more I'm like, what? So the parents of Brian, Mr. and Mrs. Laundrie, were at Myahatchee today, right? Weren't they out doing their own search?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. Somebody, search and rescue canine mom, paging search and rescue canine mom, come in. We would love to talk to her now. How the heck did they get this?
Let me text her and ask her when she might be available because I have questions. Like,
me too, and she may be able to help us. She may be able to help us a great deal. Yeah, Mo, I agree. So yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Laundrie went out to look for Brian this morning, and then all of a sudden, we have remains.
How again, it hasn't been.
I know it's not confirmed.
But how convenient that mom and dad, finally mom can come out of her home for something other than to go meet with the attorney at the library, and
honestly.
And just within less than an hour of thinking of them being there, they find items that belong to him out of all of that acre park. They go straight to where he's at.
What are the odds? I mean, should these people play the lottery?
No, those people should be in jail. Sorry.
Amen.
No argument. God forgive me.
No, well, we don't know for sure if it was underwater. They're saying it was. I don't have enough. I'll be honest with you. Let's see. FBI. Human remains have been found in Florida Reserve, where authorities have been searching for Brian Laundrie. The FBI confirmed Wednesday. So they had confirmed, which is unusual for like I said before, it's very unusual for the FBI to confirm anything unless it's fact. The remains were found in an area that up until recently have been underwater, according to Agent Michael McPherson. So there you go, crazy mama, you were right. It was found in an area that had been underwater. So apparently, I don't even want to speculate, but a medical examiner was called to reserve Wednesday after items belonging to Brian Laundrie were found. The Laundrie family attorney confirmed, which that's another question I have, case right there, confirmed to News Nation that items belonging to Brian were found, but did not confirm what the items were. Now, I heard it was a backpack and a necklace. I don't know if that's absolute science, truth. I don't know, but
I don't know. But anyway, I feel so sorry for Gabby's parents today. I mean, they're not going to have the answers that they deserve. They're
no, they're
not going to
not.
have them. They're not. I mean, the coward took the easy way out instead of staying and facing. And I want to tell you, I want to say something. I heard yesterday someone say, or maybe it was the day before yesterday, do you think he even knows he has a warrant for his arrest? Hello. You came home from a road trip without your girlfriend in her vehicle, and you don't think that there's an arrest for a warrant for your arrest for something? You may not know
Right.
what it's for, but you can bet your bottom dollar he knew there was an arrest warrant for him.
Oh, you betcha. Oh, I 100% agree with that. You're absolutely right, he knew. You're absolutely right, he knew. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up, I'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. Oops. And there we go. I'd really, really appreciate it. There are so many coincidences. And I'll tell you, I do believe in some coincidence, but I mean, these parents, what a cluster.
Well,
what a cluster.
Somehow they got turned back on. Maybe, I hate to say it, but maybe the neighbors will start getting some peace around their home now.
You know what? I agree with you there as well. I really do. They have not been affected. I don't want to say they haven't been affected. They've totally been affected, but they're not in, I don't know. Their lives have been upset. Look at the people whose lives have been affected by this tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we can go out to, the hundreds of people, the thousands of people who have been affected by this guy's actions that are preventable. This didn't have to happen.
This did not have to happen. Did not have to happen. Did not have to happen.
And you know what? I'm not going to be one of those podcasters that blames the police.
No.
I happen to support. I have a lot of family who are in law enforcement, so I don't. And eventually I'm going to have some conversations with them about this because I think it's important. But I have questions there too. Like, what is your specific training when it comes to a situation like this? Are you supposed to separate them? Are you not supposed to separate them? I don't know. I have questions there, but I don't I don't think that this was the police fault. I blame it on Brian Laundrie. It was his fault, and he could have stopped. He could have stopped.
He could have stopped.
At any point in time, he could have stopped.
He could have stopped. I want to tell you something, Tia. Friday night, no, Thursday night, whatever, Thursday night, I guess it was, whatever night that the ID Discovery special came on. I had watched it. We were going to be gone from home that night, and I had recorded it. We came home, and I told my husband, I said, there's a Discovery episode coming on about Gabby. I said, I'd really like to watch it. I said, I know you don't really like true crime things, but, do you mind? He said, oh, absolutely not. He said, I'll watch it with you. And the minute, I kid you not, the minute that we got to the part where they pulled them over and got them out of the car, my husband looked at me. He said, you mean she was acting like that and those police officers let her go? He said, I have no training at all, and I can tell that woman's being abused. That woman needed help.
She did. She needed. I know. And that's where I struggle because, like I said, I don't want to blame. I only want to blame the one guy, but I do agree with you. I do 100% agree with you that I think it was preventable.
It was. That's the sad part. That's the part that, and in the same token, guys, Brian's death. If this is indeed Brian Laundrie's remains, Brian's death was preventable. If they had separated them, most likely Brian would have went home to his mom and dad. Gabby would have went to her mom or dad, and look, LFT is in chat. Do you see that?
I see she's in chat. And I just added her to stream, so I'm hello.
Oh, sorry.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Hey, lady.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
She jumped in when I could not. Can you, LFT? Can you find the FBI police thing? I'm having technical difficulties, and although my earphones are completely charged, I just heard them do the dying thing, so that's also amazing. I don't know what's happening. My whole life is turning to crap on stream.
Hold on, I recorded it. 1 second.
You're amazing.
I'm curious what you guys think if his parents actually did give him a weapon to take with him.
I have a multitude of answers, all of them sarcastic. Okay.
I know that's. I'm trying to be careful with my sarcastic answers. Look, I went and got my happy pills filled yesterday or Monday because I'm like, look, I'm out of the pills that make me like people, and that's never good.
The pills that make me like people. I love.
Make me like people.
This is not the week to be out of those pills. I can promise you that. This is not the week.
No, God, no, it is not. It is absolutely not. And it was so funny because we've had a million other things going on, at home, personal lives, whatever. And LFT looked at me at one point. She was like, isn't this just the worst time? And I'm like, when is there a good time? Should we reschedule?
I think I'm working on my third kidney stone in 2 weeks. So this is like a distraction for me. No. This is a distraction for me. We're going to keep going. I'm enjoying this. I've taken pain pills. I'm good. But yes, talking about
we hope you feel better, love. We really do.
Thank you. They're going to set me up a CAT scan. I had kidney cancer, and it's in the same kidney that I had the cancer in. So they're wanting to get a good look at the kidney just to make sure everything is okay with it. Why all of a sudden it's spitting out stones? But anyway, the doctor is not concerned. She did not appear to be concerned. that she would think I have an issue there, because we do an MRI every other, alternating with a CT scan every year. So one year I have a CT scan, and every other year I have an MRI. So all my scans have been fine. They don't think it's cancer, but they just want to get a look and see, are there more stones there, and are there just one that's too big that I won't be able to pass? What's going on? But anyway, this is a good distraction for me. As long as I've got my happy pills. As long as I got the happy pills, I'm good.
Okay, wait.
I'm sorry, LSC. I didn't interrupt you.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything. I'm sitting here trying to.
No, Mo, they actually can't. They're not eligible. Thank God. Mo said, I just thought, Lord forbid, parents can't get a reward since they technically found them. No, they're not eligible. I think they're going to have problems. LFT and I were talking about that today.
I think
I would hope that reward money would go to Gabby's foundation if it is payable. You know what I mean? If it is
That's
payable
exactly
out,
what I thought too. I had hoped that whoever got it would just at least give half to the foundation. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Even if they tell his mom and dad, you're eligible for it, the right thing for them to do would be sign it every bit over to Gabby's foundation.
You betcha. Well,
if they want the protesters to go away,
put a one in chat if you think they'll do that anyway. I mean, they're members. These people. I think I agree with you though. I think I just saw that you sent something, and I'm trying to get in. I'm curious, does anyone else use StreamYards, and does it suck their internet ability right out the window? Like, is that my problem? Or, I mean,
oh no, but I need to charge my phone, that's for sure. Hold on, I'm looking, I recorded like when he was talking, I just screen recorded it too, but I gave them all it's from WFLA, their live stream.
I'm waiting for it to open.
But I'm waiting for it to let me connect too. I mean, all we need now is just the internet to go down.
Okay. Hold, please. I have to. That's terrible. That is a terrible picture, you guys. I cannot show you that. I'm going to have to go. I just, I'm wondering if it's, we literally just got new internet. We literally just got new internet. So I think this is, if I can connect, I believe this is the FBI presser, but when I share it, you will see that that I am merely spinning. Because that's...
I want to know. I just don't understand this, I get the water, things being underwater. I totally understand that. But you've been out here for 3 weeks. Son of a biscuit.
No.
All right, what about
now?
Capri!
Thanks for coming in, Capri. No, Mo, actually, that wasn't a crazy thought. It was a good thought. And I love girl, you are in the right place if you have no filter.
Candy says
you can hear her great this time. Case, can you hear her?
Yes, I can hear her.
I can barely hear her. It's got to be me. Of course it's.
Is it?
Of course it is.
Crazy Mama.
Oh my God, I can barely hear.
Look at Capri waving so hard. Capri's going to strain herself waving so hard.
I love Capri. She's incredible.
Capri's gonna be like another creator that I know. She's gonna pull her arm string out, waving and trying to pat herself on the back so much. That person should remain nameless. No, Capri, you know I love you, girl. Y'all, while y'all fixing that, I'll just tell you, Capri is my voice of reason. When I'm starting to get upset and I'm considering using 4-letter words, Capri will text me or email me one. Sit on your fingers. Don't say another word. Don't type anything. Sit on your fingers.
Capri, I'm going to need to give you my number, and I'm going to need to give you LFTs, because LFT always tells me to keep my gun in my holster. She'll just text me and say, don't do it.
Just stop.
Keep your gun in your holster.
Don't pull out.
But it's nice to have those voice of reasons, you know it. My husband has started telling me sometimes to count to 10 before I respond.
I probably need to do that.
Yeah.
I agree with her so quickly.
My stuff.
You know, another one that I heard the other day was, if something happens to you, or no matter what happens to you, if you need to respond, think of 3 positive things that particular situation is teaching you, that's making your life better before you respond. So I've been trying to go by that. Today it didn't work at one point, but I've been trying to go by that.
Wow, that's impressive, actually. I think of 3 positive things.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then, you know, once you get through thinking those 3 positive things, you almost think sometimes, is it worth me even responding?
Well, I've always been taught it's really easy to pick out the negatives, pick out positives.
Pick out the positives. Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. I actually told our youth group last Wednesday night that whenever they get upset at school, to think of 3 positive things before they ever respond to something. Mm-hmm. I said, whether it's at school or if it's at home with your mom and dad, whatever, because we serve a lot of disadvantaged children, a lot of disadvantaged youth. And, you know, some of them live with grandmas, some of them are in foster care. And I said, think of 3 positive things before you ever respond. They promised me they were going to try it, so we'll see.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
Crazy Mama says she can't say or think 3 positive things certain times.
Oh my God!
Hey, it's hard. It is hard. It is hard. I will.
That's my issue right there.
Yeah,
I'm a shoot first, ask questions later kind of gal. Mm-hmm. So,
Tia, I'm so much like that. When my husband was in his car accident in April, it was a mile from our home, and he called me and he said, I need you to come up here. He said, I'm not sure your car is drivable. I've been in an accident. I said, okay, I'll be right there. He said, no. I'm going to need you to take a deep breath and calm down before you ever get here. This girl is scared. She's 19 years old in her first accident. Don't come up here and bite her head off. And I was like, am I that bad? My husband's got to warn me.
I had the same thing. I had the exact same thing happen. By the way, I just want to interrupt you really quick and say hi to Tasha. Thanks for coming in here, sister. That was really nice of you. You must be live. I don't know why if you're live and coming over here, girl.
I just am sitting here.
Hi, Natasha subs.
I am sitting here. Our timeline just went pretty detailed.
Wow. Oh yeah, girl, your timeline just went kafoof.
No, my timeline just got added to, and now I'm really impressed with the way it looks.
Should we show it? Do you want to show it?
Oh no! Oh, in a few minutes, if y'all will give me just a a little bit longer to go. I got to edit a few things, but I'm trying to make sure we include all. Oh, wait. It's Natasha. No. Oh, Natasha, if you're still in here, I was about to message. I'm having a brain fart. On the 7th, when Chris Laundrie went and helped with the search for those 3 hours, I know he parked his car over where the Mustang in that area, and then they drove across
the bridge,
reserve.
Right?
Yeah, they drove across the reserve to go search his favorite trails and stuff. So did they totally they never looked in that area? And they never pointed out that area. Chris never pointed out.
I don't mind you joining.
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna have.
I need my other voice of reason who helps me remember everything that's been talked about.
Yeah, there you go, Tasha. Just pop in whenever you can. I'll let you in.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Because Chris, that day he searched with him, it was to go show him the favorite trails and stuff. All right, I get it, of course. And then I know he pointed out areas. But did they not? How all of a sudden did they either forget to tell them about this particular area?
Oh, good gravy. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at Capri. Here's Tasha. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, unpin my pants. I'm sitting on your shoulder. Oh my God, Capri.
Hello, madam. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Natasha.
Yeah, I just was about finished. I've been live most of the day about this case with everything that's happened today. What was your question?
I've been watching you.
What was your question, Lefty?
Okay, you know the day that Chris went to search with law enforcement, and they parked. I thought he parked his truck kind of over near where the Mustang was, right? Like, all right. So they parked there, and then they went to the other side. So they technically went across to the Carlton to search, and not.
Well, no. Well, they went all over the place. Oh gosh, I've got to. If you could see my files right now that are in. Listen, because Lynn's on vacation till Monday, so I'm solo. So I'm having to host and do everything in the background. So right now, my chair, my table, my side tables, I've got crap everywhere because I have been trying to do everything alone. And with a case like this, when there's so much information coming in at one time, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy trying to stay on top of things. So I don't know where in the heck I actually drew out a diagram the day he was there.
Okay.
I hand drew it while I was sitting, and I just had it. I say just, it was a few hours ago. I don't know what I did with it, but anyhow, I drew out some of the different locations because I went back and watched all of the helicopter footage that was from that day to see where they spotted him in that little side by side he was riding around in.
Yeah.
So
the gator thing. Yeah.
Yep. So I pinned some of the different places, and they actually never really got into the Carlton Reserve that much. They were over in the Makahatchee.
Maya
had whatever no one can.
Mekahani Ho, whatever. Yeah. Whatever the heck it's called. Over there. They stayed pretty much in that area. They were on the border of the Carlton Reserve, but they never really got into it. So where they were today is pretty much in the exact same location as to where he was the day he was there. It was a little bit more refined as far as they stuck to one trail as opposed to he took them on several different trails that Brian had been on before and that he had been on with Brian. So today they stuck to one specific trail, and that is where they allegedly found the white bag that law enforcement had. And then later they found the backpack and the notebook.
Okay.
So it's a notebook, not a necklace.
Well, no. Okay, if you go back and watch the video from this morning when the FBI agent is showing them something when they are standing there, I don't know if y'all watched that or not,
Yeah.
I've zoomed in on it and zoomed out, and I've done a little bit of everything to it. So he has something in his hand, and it's something on a string, and I do 100% believe that it is some type of necklace that he has. And I don't know if that necklace was found on the remains, or if it was found close to the remains, or if it was, I don't know where that was found, but that is what he shows them. And then he pats Chris on the shoulder.
Yep, I saw that.
And not very long after that, they turn away and walk off. And then outside the gates, I can't remember which news station it is, but one of them filmed them, and you could tell that she was visibly upset.
Yeah.
So I do believe that whatever they showed them just confirmed that it was his. And so I don't know where they actually found that, but they did confirm that they found his backpack and his notebook. Now, one thing too that I just clarified on my stream is as far as the update that the FBI gave, what they said is just as, what they didn't say is just as important as what they said. And
always, yes.
Because they're very strategic in how they say things. And that's like, when they made their first statement about Brian's charges in that little press release, they said charges stemming from his activities after Gabby Petito's death.
Yeah.
Well, that told us whose credit cards it was. You just have to, they word things in a specific way. And Lord have mercy, people argued with me for days. And then all of a sudden, the attorney confirms it on, Dr. Phil, and everybody's like, oh my God, no, we've known it forever. So what they said today made me think, because I know how it floods here in Florida.
Yeah.
And I know how things, and there are certain spots that are higher than others. So everything may be underwater, and then you have a little island somewhere or a spot that is surrounded by water, but that particular area isn't. So he never said, and actually nobody has said, that the remains that they found were underwater. And he did not say that the backpack or the notebook were underwater. What he said was that it was found in an area that had previously been underwater.
Okay.
But
that's actually a big difference.
It is, because it could have prevented them from getting to this area previously, which could be why they haven't found these items. It's not necessarily that they were underwater. It could have been that they couldn't get to him because of it. And now this jackass has made another statement.
Oh God,
Brian. Yeah.
I don't like, in your head, Natasha, just being local and getting it, like living there and understanding it, like, does it make sense to you that it was potentially missed, like after this many, like 3 weeks?
Absolutely. I mean, that place is like, well, and not just that, but they never even freaking searched this area until last week.
I'm going to read this really quick from Brian Laundrie's attorney, Steve Bertolino. Don't like him. Chris and Roberta Laundrie were at the reserve earlier today when human remains and some of Brian's possessions were located in the area where they had initially advised law enforcement that Brian may be. Chris and Roberta will wait for forensic identification and human remains before making any additional comments. That is from Brian and Steve Bertolino.
But he's the one that alerted law enforcement this morning, right? That they're going. I heard it was last night actually that he almost sent him a message tonight saying that the parents that Chris and were going to go search now that the park was opened. He gave law enforcement a heads up
that the Laundries were going over there to search. Yeah. He was the one. Yeah. Actually, Crazy Mama, that's a good question, but I would ask Natasha that question because I am not informed with eaters.
Hang on. I'm sorry, y'all. Mariah came in from school and she is covered in chocolate.
God bless her. Send her this way.
Somebody got chocolate. Somebody got chocolate all over the seat on the bus and she didn't see it and sat down and it literally is, she had on a white shirt and her shirt is just covered in chocolate. So yeah.
Brainwash and bleach.
Well, that's what I told her. Stain stick. Okay, so what was the question? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Crazy Mama asked a question about the alligators.
Let me scroll back up.
Do they eat the whole body? Do they leave?
Okay, so alligators will eat an entire body. However, normally they only eat a certain, how do I want to say this?
I was trying to.
Alligators do a death roll and they drown their victims, contrary to popular belief. A lot of people think that they just chew you up and spit you out. No, that's not what happens. Alligators do a death roll to kill you. So you drown. That's how they kill their prey. And then they take it and they usually put it in an underwater location, like under a log or, a beaver dam, somewhere out of the way to keep it away from other predators. And then they go back and I'm trying to figure out a way to say this that's not disgusting.
They feast.
Well, they snack.
Gotcha. All right. They snack until there's no more snacking.
Well, and they don't, like certain things are digested, certain things aren't. Like teeth. Teeth are not digested. So when it runs through them, as nature takes its course, that is left.
That's how.
Yeah. So normally, and certain bones, depending on the density, and teeth are things that aren't digested. Yes, Crazy Mama, it is sort of like hogs.
Okay, thank you for answering that.
Oh wow, I never thought about.
I'm ignorant to that.
It's basically like an underwater hog.
Yeah,
It's like that guy from a couple years ago. That went out for duck hunting right after Christmas.
Oh, we were just talking about that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, tattoos, welcome, thank you. The guy whose best friend and wife wound up
getting together.
Yep.
And that was the big
issue.
Is that
the one we're talking about?
Yeah, because it was in I guess the difference is that this was in winter. So they found, when they found, his boat and stuff because he was going to go duck hunting. And then that was the big question. Like, did he fall in and get eaten or something? But it was an interesting, I can't quote it right now, but I remember they had to provide a lot of detail on the behavior of alligators, crocodiles in the air. Whatever. And there was something about it that made me think they'd leave something. Yeah, maybe it is the bone thing that exactly what you're talking about after it's digested. But I need to look back at that because whoever spoke about it, those experts that they had interviewed, helped clarify. I just don't know how it was missed. Part of me keeps going to that though. But I guess
I'm so bummed out. I have to tell you, I'm so bummed out. I'm so bummed out.
I'm way past.
I'm not surprised. I've been calling this for a long time. I've been saying, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I am. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Are you? I'm surprised at that.
I'm surprised that he killed himself, if he did, because I think he's too much of a puss to do it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought he was too, but I think he's too much of a puss to face the truth.
Do you think that he took a gun with him? Do you think his parents sent a gun with him?
Well, first of all, and this is what I was just telling, I know somebody else has gone live and said they found a gun. There is zero evidence of that. Nobody has said anything about a gun. Nobody has said there was a gun found. Nobody has said anything. And not only that, but anybody that studies any of these cases and anybody that's done true crime for any length of time, you've probably looked into a suicide or something that was, framed as such. And I have never seen a gun that has legs. And for someone to use a firearm to kill themselves, pretty sure that the critters haven't toted it back to the backpack.
Nope. Nope. Usually still in the hand.
So that
anyone-
information that's going around, I just shake my head at. I mean, if there's a gun in the backpack, he obviously didn't use it to off himself. So
Amen.
then that leaves,
protection.
yeah, and then that leaves the question of, well, what did?
Right.
So I'm trying to remember, you know, when you could see what they kind of had in their hands earlier this morning, Natasha, when you said you zoomed in on it. What was the condition of the stuff?
I think it's
I don't know how a notebook's going to survive. I mean, I do know things crazy.
Well, depending on if the notebook was inside the backpack and if it was a camping or a hiking backpack, then it should have been perfectly fine.
True.
Those things will last forever. I mean,
also the sketchbooks that he uses, the paper is very sometimes they're made of like kind of a not fabric, but they have fibers in them, so they're a little bit stronger.
Yeah. They're
So
stronger made. My
have,
son had to have one for school.
Okay. So that's what I'm thinking. Now I don't know that for a fact, but just the hand reaching out of the flower bed. You guys, my neighbors have those hands for Halloween. They have them on their front yard. And I was telling LFT, I was like, I'm going to run by and take a picture and be like, hey, Brian Laundrie, I found him. Bad joke now. But
well, joke's on them because now he's crawling underneath the house in a bee suit.
And where the hell did that come from?
What in the fresh hell? I mean, I know where it came from.
Every one of these stories, I just sit here and I'm like, well, you know. So I came up with my own. He started out his tunnel underneath the RV and he got to the flower bed and needed some type of sustenance. So his mother handed him a snack. And then he continued on his way to the condo where he, you know, happened upon a beekeeper who let him borrow an extra suit. Crawl around under the house.
Why not?
Look, I volunteered a bee suit that I have in my eBay store to someone who wanted to wear it to go down there to try to attract him out of this condo, like lure him out. Like, come on.
I did not dream that.
Let me give you
poor exterminator that's like trying to do his job. That's being detained by the FBI. Oh my God.
I just hate that they've been there for 3 weeks searching, and the Laundries essentially, for lack of a better word, if I'm just speaking my opinion right now, it's like they walked out there this morning, found something, alerted the police, and how are they the ones that I just am at a loss. I can't.
I don't see the iron. Like, I can't find irony in that.
I can't. It doesn't add up.
It's too much.
When I first hear it, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I mean, just like
there's something missing there. There's something missing.
Listen, there's something missing in a lot of these people. Now these damn protesters are back at the Laundrie parents' house yelling again.
No way.
Why? I don't understand. Like,
I don't know. I mean, I'm telling y'all, today I have seen it all. And in the last week, I've heard it all. Bee suits. Listen, somebody literally came on my live and said it was a bee costume. Like, they thought that he was dressed up as a bee.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, what? He's dressed up as a bee? The woman really thought that they meant a bee costume. She completely missed beekeeper, and she thought he was dressed up in a yellow suit with some wings.
Natasha, that's like the woman who thought that you were whispering. When you were whispering,
oh
she just
my
like the wheel there to go.
Oh gosh.
That is the most amazing. I love that so much. That is the most amazing.
I
love that she's like, no. And you, I love how Natasha's the one telling her no. It's like, no, I'm telling you.
Oh, I see.
I
see who the protesters are now, back out in front of the Laundrie house.
Yes, and listen, Lord, I'm about to be ugly.
Yeah,
you go right ahead. You take it.
Get ugly, Natasha.
Today. I have seen all the camel toe that I want to see.
Get off my phone! I am literally just got the glitch. Stop it.
Uh-huh.
Like I literally
Somebody needs to use all the money that they claim to have and get out of them 5 sizes too small clothes and go
Jesus.
to the newly found Dollar General and get some new clothing. Because that ain't it.
Natasha, stop.
That's so
Oh
funny.
my God.
I about died, y'all. I about died on national TV. A full-on, forget a camel toe. That's a freaking moose knuckle. That was at the reserve. Of course, I guess it fits in with the rest of the wildlife, although we don't have, a moose in Florida. But
oh my God, a moose. Okay, hold on. I gotta wrap my head around. No, I don't want to wrap my head around that.
it's probably about the same size as your head.
Okay, so they found him. All right, the backpack.
Oh God. Natasha.
I can't.
Oh my God.
Like I
Girl,
can't.
you got to stop.
I know. Shut up.
LMT flustered.
I'm just like, protesters keep popping up on my phone. The videos over and over again.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
No, it literally doesn't. Trust me. I was done with when the cheerleading started. I had to turn the mess off.
Oh my God. Oh wait, I haven't seen that.
In my opinion, the police should go and make every single protester there leave at this point. They should be forced to leave.
I mean, out of respect, because whether they agree with what these people have done or not, they've still lost a child. And we don't have any proof that they knew anything. Mm-hmm. And, if this indeed is his remains, they've lost their son. And whether people agree with how they've gone about things, which I don't agree with them either. But I don't know.
That being said, I don't think that they need to be there anymore.
No, I think at this point,
job's over. Your job's done.
Well, they're saying that they're the reason that it happened. Did you see that?
Oh, come on.
They think they're the reason?
Yeah, Jonathan Lee Riches said that he's the reason that they found his body, because them being outside and doing their protest every day is what made them break and go to the reserve this morning and find the body. You can't make this crap up.
Okay, so that wasn't. I saw that earlier somewhere, a banner saying that they broke the news or something, or broke down the. Okay.
Oh my God.
I mean, it sounds like it seems like maybe they were thinking about this for a while and going to go search when it went open anyway, too, potentially.
Well, the fact that they notified law enforcement last night and they didn't just go on their own, which they probably didn't just go on their own because they didn't want to be accosted by the crazy people that were out there. But
I mean they can't even mow their lawn without being videotaped, so
they can't even pass treats to their son out of their flower bed without being videotaped from above.
I just can't understand how. I just hate that it's been this long. I hate that there's so many unanswered questions, and I think at this point, knowing that assuming that these are his remains, and we haven't found some other fugitive that's been missing for forever.
There's no way that there's that many people there.
Yeah, I hate it for both. I mean, I hate in a way, yes, the Laundrie family and extended family. Like, I do feel for them because it's a crappy and such an unfortunate and such a sad situation. But I feel terrible for the Petitos because, and I told Tia this earlier, my hope is, they lose all their options right now. You know what I mean? In terms of like a trial, if you want quote unquote justice for their daughter's homicide, they get nothing out of it. It's just like it's so frustrating for them. And I really hope that they kind of just almost wash their hands of the laundry thing. I mean, I know there'll be probably a civil something, but just be like, okay, now, because we're not going to get anything out of it. So that they keep with that attitude that they have, and that example that they've been setting is just focusing on what they can do now in Gabby's name.
Exactly.
I mean, I just say in the domestic violence stuff that they're, embarking on.
It's a mess.
Because it's going to get a little bit more messy for them before it gets any easier, and I hate it.
Well, it's
Bertolino. If I have to write that name one more time, I don't get it though. Does anyone think he's been dead for like a while? Like, Natasha, what do you think?
Yes.
You do?
If it's him, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that they couldn't get to this area because of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I hate to
Okay.
run. I've got to go to another panel that somebody has asked me to join about something different.
Go for it.
So, yeah.
Thank you for popping up.
Thank y'all for letting me come up. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye,
Anytime. We
Natasha.
really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
See y'all later.
All right, sounds good.
Bye.
Oh,
Wow,
that was
ladies.
so nice.
Well, I guess
was
I
so
wasted
nice.
a phone call now in North Carolina. My sighting, let's just assume he.
Do you want to tell people about that? I don't think they know. We didn't discuss that. LFT thought she found Brian Laundrie.
Oh,
Oh my God.
She did.
I thought I
certain too.
Y'all have to remember that was right after. I'm very near the area where the site, not the Appalachian Trail, but the other ones on the coastal side of North Carolina. And I swear to God, this guy that was getting gas in front of me, all I noticed was the markings on his hand, the tattoos, and I just made a call, but they checked it out. And then I had to wake up the next morning to Fox News being like, what, the latest from North Carolina? And I was like, oh my God.
That was funny. There was a sighting in North Carolina, and she's like, oh my God, it's not me.
It's like the latest sighting comes from North Carolina, and this was the morning after. And I go, holy crap, do you think that's me?
Maid, I don't disagree with you. Yeah, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for all intents and purposes, yes, he's dead. We just don't have a confirmation. But yes, they found human remains, and they found things that belong to him. So consider him alligator shit. That's what I wanted to say. Sorry.
that's sad to say, but
is.
that's the truth.
I feel for his parents. My heart goes out for the loss of a child. It truly, truly goes out for the loss of a child. I can't even think of speaking about the Schmidt and the Petitos. I mean, oh my God, my chest gets tight. I feel horrible for them. For Brian Laundrie, I'm like, maybe you got what you, I don't know. Maybe karma's not such a terrible thing. I don't know.
Well, the only thing that would have been better is if Gabby's dads could have gotten to him first.
That would have been, yeah. I wanted some justice for them. I really wanted some justice for them. Unfortunately, the best they're going to do is whatever information. Oh, am I still muffled? Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Good gravy. I bet I connected to my earphone. Let me just, thank you. Let me know that. Sorry, guys. What a lie. Let me just. Anything could go wrong, will go wrong on today's live. Welcome to Decipher Podcast.
Um,
Oh, good gravy. I mean, it is and it isn't. I feel, like I said, I feel bad for those who aren't able to get a trial. And that, kind of takes me back to what pisses me off.
Yeah.
Yes, I get the Watts feeling all over again. How much information are we going to find out now?
Not as much as we'd like. You know what I mean? LFT, great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Great idea. I just got your text. So yeah, I mean,
I'm sitting here looking at maps and stuff, the things we've been doing, and I feel like I need to collect my thoughts before I say anything else and sound like a bigger idiot. But I agree, though. It is great news that with Dave that at least something's, I guess he's been found. Not technically.
There's a form of resolution. It's not the best.
It's not an answer.
We wanted,
right. Yeah. It's not an answer. It's a resolution. That's it.
It is resolution. Yeah. At least Gabby,
there's a big difference.
You know what? You're right. There is a big difference. There's a very big difference.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, Keith, what are your thoughts on this? Did you think he was alive and well somewhere? Did you think
I thought he was alive.
I did. You did.
Mm-hmm. I did not think he was anywhere near the reserves. I thought he was alive. I thought Mom and Dad had him put up somewhere very comfortably. I thought that he was registered somewhere under an alias. And people were delivering, like Amazon or, Walmart ship to home or wherever were delivering his groceries or whatever that he needed. And that he wouldn't be found for a very long time. That's what I had kind of resigned myself to.
Yeah. I kept thinking, and I would say it every so often, that I think he's dead. I think he's dead. Like, I can't believe how he just disappeared. I think he's dead. And then LST would bring me back to a very rational thought, which was, if he was dead, why would they spend so much time? Or if they think he's dead, why would they spend so much time, man hours, and money to continue to search? And right, that makes sense to me.
And everyone was saying attorneys don't represent dead people. Remember the expert, like the FBI?
Apparently they do in the Laundrie family.
Yeah.
Apparently they do in the Laundrie family.
But then I was also conflicted in the fact that the attorney said he represented the Laundrie parents and Brian Laundrie. That's a conflict of interest if he represented all three. They don't usually represent the parents and the adult child, especially if there's a potential crime involved. Because the parents are going to, need someone to represent their interests. They can't represent their interest and the person that's accused.
Well, and I mean, let's not forget that Mr. Bertolino is not a criminal attorney, which, I mean, I think Brian would have done much better with, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think what we're going to do, actually, Case, if this is okay with you, is we are going to go look up a few things and pull some things together and come back and do another live when my internet is slightly better. And
that is perfectly fine with me.
Is that okay? Would you join us again?
Yes, ma'am. That is perfectly fine with me. You just message me. Your LFT one just message me and just let me know when and everything, and I am here. You guys are just fine. Collect your thoughts.
Yeah, I just want to be able to put some stuff put some stuff together so that we can actually see it, and maybe let people see the timeline and see,
and show it.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. I'm going to give all credit to LFT on that one. She was like, "Hey, see, gun in your holster. Gun in your holster. There she goes."
I appreciate you inviting me up with you guys. I feel humbled that you include me in your panels. I thank you very much. From the
Hey, you
bottom of
guys,
my
course.
heart.
go over and subscribe to Case Discussion. Also, if I don't have the link to drop, but here's the deal: if you go to my to our homepage on Decipher podcast, we have Case Discussion recommended in our featured and fave section, so you can go subscribe or find her there. But please go in, like, comment, share on all her videos. She's so worth it. She's been a complete inspiration and help to both of us, and we look forward to having you on in just a little bit.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys enjoy your time getting your thoughts together. Take your time, no rush at all. Just take your time, gather your thoughts, take a deep breath. This has been a shocking afternoon, and it's okay. It's okay not to be okay right now. It's okay.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And we will catch up with you guys. Oh, thank you, Crazy Mama. I thought you were gone. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate that.
Thank you,
Izzy,
Crazy Mama. I appreciate that.
Izzy, we love you. We really do. And we thank you for being here. I thank every one of you for popping in and spending your time with us. And if you guys want to come back, sorry, that is my dog. If you want to come back in just a little bit, we will have some updated stuff for you. But until then, I hope you guys enjoy your time, and we will talk to you soon.
One more quick thing. I am in contact with Search and Rescue K9 Mom. She is traveling this evening by train, but we're working on a timeline of when she can do a live with us, just so that you know. Maybe I'll have more information when we meet back up.
Oh, my gosh, that would be amazing if we, if she could answer some questions. That would be, I'd be so grateful.
It would be really, really great. But all right, guys, we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody in chat. I love you guys.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.